We're back with the controversy surrounding National Guard soldiers patrolling Washington, D.C. at President Trump's order. The Republican governors of 3 states now say they'll send in troops to support the operation. And NBC News has learned some Guard members will be allowed to carry firearms. President Trump is not the first president to activate the National Guard domestically for reasons not connected to a disaster. Commanders-in-chief from Eisenhower and JFK to Johnson and Nixon to George H.W. Bush have all done it as well. But this time the president is facing harsh criticism for the scope of his actions and the reasoning behind it. NBC's senior Homeland Security correspondent Julia Ainsley has more in our Sunday Focus.
This weekend, President Trump's federal takeover of the D.C. police leading to more checkpoints.
He had no reason to put this man in handcuffs.
More arrests and more confrontations with protesters. Unhappy about the increased presence of federal law enforcement and roughly 800 National Guard troops deployed around the nation's capital. The president calling crime in D.C., quote, totally out of control, and declaring a public safety emergency.
This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back.
Some Democrats blasting the move.
This is about the president playing king, trying to be the authoritarian leader, the dictator.
The president targeted crime in D.C. after a young former DOJ staffer was brutally beaten during an attempted carjacking earlier this month. But according to D.C. police statistics, violent crime has actually fallen in the nation's capital over the past 2 years. A January report from the U.S. Attorney's Office in D.C. found that violent crime is at a 30-year low. Newly installed D.C. U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro telling NBC News crime is still too high.
Why are you so proud of the fact that crime has gone down? Gone down from what? Gone down from when? Crime is way too high in the district. And, you know, this namby-pamby response that, oh, crime is down. No, it isn't down for the people who are victimized by crime.
William Banks is a professor emeritus at Syracuse University who is an expert on the National Guard.
This is a new playbook. There's no precedent for what the president has undertaken here.
What do you think about the choice to use the National Guard in D.C. in this moment?
I think it was overkill. I think that there was really nothing for the soldiers to do. They weren't armed, they're not trained or capable of engaging in street law enforcement operations, so they were merely a presence.
The National Guard dates back to the time of the American colonies. They answer to both the president and the governors of the 50 states, routinely responding to civil unrest and natural disasters. Trump deployed the National Guard to the streets of Los Angeles earlier this summer in response to anti-ICE protests. They were also used during racial justice protests in 2020 and helped in the aftermath of natural disasters like Hurricane Katrina, the Maui wildfires, and the deadly flooding in Texas in July. They play a crucial role supporting U.S. military in operations abroad, but they've also been involved in tragedy. The Ohio National Guard fired on unarmed students protesting the Vietnam War at Kent State University in 1970, killing 4 and wounding 9.
Could it sometimes be a political third rail for governors or presidents to decide to call in the National Guard?
It has been in our history many times, yes. There are many notorious incidents of National Guard being called out for ill or for good.
And Julia joins me now live. Julia, good morning. Obviously, this is a very heated situation right now, pitting the president against D.C.'s local leaders. How long can this maintain, a federal takeover of the D.C. police? How long could we see this for?
Under the law President Trump invoked to take over D.C. law enforcement, Trump can keep control of the police for up to 30 days. If he wants to keep them longer, he will need Congress to sign off. But Trump floated the idea earlier this week of invoking a national emergency to keep federal law enforcement in the nation's capital without congressional approval. As for the National Guard, he can deploy them in D.C. at his discretion. But he may see challenges to their right to carry arms because the Constitution prohibits military from acting as domestic law enforcement. Joe?
All right, Julia, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.